Welcome back to another video in our PBS Users video series. I'm Mike. Thanks for joining us today. Today's topic will be limits. Limits are a tool that can be used to specify the maximum number of certain trips or types of trips that we'll accept on our line. While that sounds straightforward, limits have the potential to fail a bid group. If you construct your bid group this way by design, then limits are a great tool. Limits should be used with caution, and we'll show you how to do that. So how do you set limits? Recall that trips are added to our weighted trip pools with award statements. Award statements are also used to set limits on the number of trips associated with that statement that PBS will allow to appear on your line. Keep in mind that this example is only to illustrate how to use limits. It is not intended to be a bidding strategy. From your bidding screen, create a new line bid group, then a new bid row, choose award, then select trip length equal to 3 days, weighted high. You can use any weight that you prefer. We're just using high as an example. Then, using the drop-down menu, set a limit of 2 and save this bid row. You'll see that you now have a bid row that places all 3-day trips into your high pool and that you have a limit of 2 set. Click on your filter here to view the trips in your pool. You'll see all 3-day trips available to you and will notice that they're displayed in a bold font. This bold font means that these trips are limited within the bid group. In this case, you've told PBS that you would like 3-day trips, but that you will not accept any more than 2 of them on your awarded line. There may be dozens or hundreds of 3-day trips in your pool, but no more than 2 of them may be used in the construction of your line. Another point of caution with limits. They may affect trips that are also associated with other unlimited award statements. This is why it's doubly important to check your trip pools when bidding with limits. Now remember, a limit is just that, a limit. It's the maximum number of a certain type of trip that can appear on your line. It is not a way of asking for a specific number of trips. In other words, in the previous example, this bid group may produce an award with anywhere between 0 and 2 3-day trips. You will not receive any more than 2 from this bid group. Your actual award is dependent upon your seniority. If more than 2 3-day trips will be needed to complete this line, the group will fail and PBS will move on to your next bid group. Once you set a limit on a group of trips with an award statement, that limit will apply to those trips, no matter what else happens in the bid group from that point forward. A limit cannot be removed without modifying the original award statement. Well, let's review. Limits apply to a group of trips defined by an award statement. You can use any weighting that you wish with a limit. A limit defines the maximum number of trips of the specified type that you will allow on your line. Trips that are limited are depicted in a bold font in your trip pool. That's a basic overview of limits. We'll explore limits in greater detail in a subsequent session and show you how to use limits to your advantage when bidding. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again in our next video.